What's going on? I'm SD, this is Stylish Dad, and it's time to sew. We are going to start by making a new bobbin. This is our bobbin winder. As you can see, yeah, there's some thread on there, but it's not going to last us the entire time. So we're just going to make a new one. How do we do that? You can either do one of two things. You can either get a new bobbin, which I don't really feel like doing. Actually, let me go see if there is one. Okay, I can't find one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the thread off of this one. Almost. Oh crap. Oh crap. All right, okay. So we got it. First thing we're gonna do, is you can't see it, there's a hole on there. I'm gonna put it in there, like it's prom night, spin that up. I'm gonna put that in there, put it in the hole, like it's prom night, put it back on there. Now what you do, push that to the right. We're gonna take our gas pedal down here. Now there's a little spot right over there where you can actually loop this thread onto there so that it's running across this way. But I like to just hold it in my hand like that so that I have more control over it. And then I hold this part up here so it doesn't get in the way. Now, got some scissors. Take that bad boy off. It is that big. That is a good size for your bobbin. Take it, cut it, and now it's time to sew. Almost. Next, we have to thread our machine. So we're gonna take this, and remember what I told you about the 1, 2, 3, 4? We go 1, go down here, 2, loop it up. Now that little thing was gone, so remember what we do. We go right on the side, right over there, spin it, our needle's moving, wait till it gets to the top. See that right there? Take it, you loop it through. There's a little hook on there for it to go through. You go down here, 4. Just like that, it's that easy. Now we go down here and we put it right in the needle. What I do is I take it and I lick it and I thread it right through there. That's what she said. Ah, come on. Let's try this again. Now it's through there. That's just extra thread. Now what we do is we take it and we run it right through the presser foot right here. Run it right in between there and just pull it back. That's it. Now we got our bobbin. You want to take it, drop it right in there. There's 2 little notches right here, one right there, one right there. What you do is you loop it right through that first notch right there. See how it's hooked on there? Now what you do is there's 2 little notches right there. You pull it right through that notch, pull it right behind the presser foot, just like that. Got a cover for it, cover back on. Time to sew. I put it to right about there. Now you can't see it, but it's right in line with my first pin here. And then I'm gonna hit this little latch over here. Boom, presser foot down. Now this is the easy part. Because remember, this is the part that elementary students can do. You take it, start out. Now first you wanna make sure your settings are good. Mine are good. Time to sew. So what you do, you start out slow, just like that. Now what I'm gonna do, press this lever down to make it go backwards so I can lock my stitch in. Just like that. Now I go forward again. I like to also make sure there's no wrinkles in there while I do it. And as you go along, take those bad boys on out. Again, make sure everything's lined up and wrinkle free, because you will sew wrinkles into this. Now remember, I was 2 inches in right here, right? This was my first pin. My second pin is 2.5 inches in. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna angle it in just a little bit. Somehow my shirt got caught on the camera. I don't know. Angle it in, keep going. Like I've said before, I like my shirts to be more slim fitting, so what I like to do is I like to come up pretty close to the armpit here. Angle it out, Now, if we were just doing the sides, this is where we would stop. We would come right up there and we would be done. But we're actually coming up all the way through the arm here. Now, since we're at the end, I'm just gonna come loop right up here. I've done it before, where I'll come up through the collar right there. But what happens is it ends up making my wrist way too tight. So I like to stop right before the cuff there. Now we wanna lock our stitch in, and we're done. Lift up the presser foot, pull it back, grab your scissors, cut. That's it. Now it's time for side 2. What's nice about this side is all my fabric is over here. My whole shirt is all over here. This side here, this is the side that I'm sewing, so it doesn't get all bunched up on this side of the sewing machine. So what I do, again, line it up. My first pin is down here, right in line with my presser foot, and then I take it, and you just go. Now I'm glad this happened. This happens sometimes. What happened is my thread came off of the needle here. It's all good. We're just gonna put it back on. Remember, you just loop it right in the needle, pull it back behind the presser foot, and we're ready to go again. Presser foot back down, boom, go. Okay, so it happened twice. That's okay. Happens sometimes. When that happens multiple times like that, what I'll do is I'll just pull the thread back just a little bit farther than I did before so it's got more lax. Lock in your stitch. Again, I like my shirts to fit a little bit more snug in the armpits here, so I'm gonna come right up here. Whereas before, it would be down here. And if we were just doing the sides, we'd be done, but we're not. We're going all the way up through the sleeve. I kept hearing ping, 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 ping. That's when I realized I was dropping all the pins on the ground. Awesome. Again, I don't like my wrist to be too tight, so instead of coming all the way up through the wrist like that, I'm gonna stop right here at the cuff. Lock in our stitch, cut, and done. You just tailored your first shirt, but we're not done yet. Now what I'm doing is I'm cutting off camera. Don't feel like moving the camera, and I'm pretty sure you know how to cut. But one thing you want to be aware of is you're gonna cut about a 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 an inch away from your new stitch. Okay, so now we got it all cut. And as you can see on the sides, it's fraying right there. What's gonna happen is that fabric's gonna keep pulling and pulling and pulling, especially when you put it in the washer or in the dryer, and it's gonna get all over your other clothes. So what we do now to fix that is we're gonna do what's called a zigzag stitch. So I'm gonna change the settings on my machine here to the C, which is a zigzag stitch, and then I'm gonna change my stitch length to 1, and I'm gonna leave my stitch width at 5. And now we're gonna do the exact same thing we did before. So now we lost it, but that's okay. Take it, came off with a thread again, pull it back down, thread it in. And because of what we're doing, we don't really need to worry about taking our garment out and putting it back in like that. That's okay. But we are gonna have to do the same thing as if we were starting over again. So we're gonna go forward and then we're gonna lock our stitch in by going backwards. That's it, done with one side, snip. Snip. And you just tailored your first shirt, my friend. Now, this right here is the last step. That extra thread, you just cut it off. It's on both sides at the bottom of our shirt. Snip. That's it. Like I said, have a couple practice shirts that you try it out on, and then tailor all of your clothes by yourself for free. You're welcome. Thanks for watching. Click that subscribe button. Until next time, peace.